Hello there, today is 1776. Last night I got a little bit bored, so I thought I'd stick together the rest of the Imperial Night so I could get an early start on it and spray it up today. So that's one of the first things we'll be doing. I'll also be beginning work on Squirrel Girl from Marvel Crisis Protocol. 2 more Mandalorians from the Star Wars Shatterpoint starter set. And I will be putting some varnish on these guys, as well as adding some gore effects to the zombies. I sprayed what I could with my Leadbelcher spray. However, of course, me being me, I completely ran out of it halfway through. I do have some Leadbelcher air, so hopefully I'll be able to sort of fill in the missing gaps with that tomorrow. After spraying the night, I thought I'd get the varnishing out of the way. That way it gives the zombies a little bit of time to dry, so I can then go back to those and add the gore. That'll then be everything that I did from last week complete. I started Squirrel Girl off by painting her tights a dark Reaper. I'll be just using a white to mix in and eventually get the highlights, and then I'll start working on her browns for her jacket and her trousers and her shoes. While sorting out Squirrel Girl, the varnish on the zombies are dry, so I'm just going to give some blood for the blood god and add some gore effects on them, and they will also be complete. For the Mandalorians, it's just a case of trying to do 2 different types of black, because they're mostly black with a little bit of red. So today is out of the way, the zombies are now done, they can be put back in the box. Squirrel Girl is well underway, really lovely model. Should be finished by tomorrow, to be honest. She's going to be that quick. And the Mandalorians will have the rest of the black finish. That's the jumpsuits and the armor, and then I might be able to start the red. Today is 1777, and I will be continuing work on Squirrel Girl. Unfortunately, I won't have enough time to get her finished. And I also won't have enough time to start the red on the Shatterpoint Mandalorian, so I'll just be finishing off the black armor and the black jumpsuits. I'll also be using my airbrush just to touch up a few of the bits that were missed when I ran out of spray yesterday on the Imperial Night as well. I wouldn't have been able to finish Squirrel Girl today anyway, because the paintbrush I'm currently using is a bit knackered because of the heat wave we've had in the UK, and I'm waiting for a new set of brushes to turn up, so that way I can actually do the small, finer details. With the Mandalorians, it's just a case of quickly highlighting both blacks. I'm not a big fan of highlighting blacks to sort of the extreme where you get like really light greys. I prefer much more subtle colours and much more subtle blacks, so that's what I'll be working on today. And finally, I'm using Citadel Air, which I've got to say is not that good. It's sort of managed to clog my airbrush a couple of times while trying to do this, so I don't think I'll be using that again. I think the next time I'll just use a brush to cover up any problems rather than that garbage. With the undercoat done, I can begin work on painting its main colours, which are green and blue, so I'll start the green tomorrow and get that unpleasant business out of the way. Not much left to do on Squirrel Girl, just the actual squirrel and her tail plus her ears. Again, I can't do details on her face because I'm waiting for a new paintbrush to turn up, so that'll have to be done when that gets here. But if the brushes don't arrive tomorrow, I can just crack on with doing the red with these guys. The brush I've got at the moment will be able to cope with that, so I'll just move on. Today is 1778, and I'll be starting to spray the Imperial Night. I'll be finishing off Squirrel Girl and these 2 Mandalorians from Star Wars Shatterpoint. And finally, I'll start work on Mickey Smith from the Doctor Who Warlord game. My new brushes from Amazon arrived. They look alright, they feel alright. They're going to do for now until I can get sort of some higher quality ones, but they should do for what I'm doing today. Not much left to do on Squirrel Girl. It's just her little squirrel and her tail. I won't be doing her base. I'm going to do the base of all of the 3 miniatures that I'm working on together, because they're all basically the same colour, so it'll be quicker to do them together. The 2 Mandalorians are fairly easy to do. It's just the red and the silver of the weapons. I've also got to do a little bit yellow. I'll be doing the flames and jetpack exhaust tomorrow, as I was waiting for some washes to dry, so I didn't have time to finish them both today. As for Mickey, it's just going to be the his hoodie and his trousers that I do today, and then give them a quick wash, and then I'll start work on him more thoroughly tomorrow. As the person who commissioned the Imperial Knight wanted the Knight to be green and blue, I'm going to be doing the green by airbrush, because I absolutely hate painting green. If you watch these videos before, you know how much I hate painting green. So I thought I'd give the airbrush a whirl. It's a nice big model, so I should be able to get a nice look via the airbrush. So Squirrel Girl is finished, but I am really not happy with her eyes. I can't seem to get them right. I might give them another shot tomorrow, but if not, they'll just have to do, I guess. The two Mandalorians are nearly done. It's just the exhaust from the jetpack there. The paintbrushes that I've got have worked really well. Really happy with them. Not bad for just under £8. And Mickey Smith is well underway as well. There's not really much to talk about him. He looks okay. As for the spraying of the green, it's coming along quite nicely. He wants moot green, so it's quite a light green. So I start with a nice dark base coat and work my way up from there. Today is 1779. I'll be finishing off Squirrel Girl's base. I'll finish off the Mandalorians with the jetpack and then doing their base as well. Mickey Smith will get more paint put on him. I'll just finish off what I've already started and start his jacket. And I'll be starting these fireman zombies from Zombicide. Finally, I'll use the airbrush to get a little bit of paint and start doing the moot green on this Imperial Knight. Starting with the Mandalorian, I'll finish off the flame, and then I'll work on the plume of smoke with some greys leading up to a white, and then I'll start both their bases. As I use the same colours for both Marvel Crisis Protocol and Shatterpoint, I'll do the bases of Squirrel Girl and the Mandalorians at the same time. For the zombie-sized zombies, I'm going to use some contrast paint to make 3 black and 1 red, and once that's dry, I'm going to give them a quick dry brush with a subtle highlight, and they'll be mostly done then. With Mickey, I'm going to finish what I started yesterday and then start work on his jacket. I'll just put the base coat down and then a simple wash, and that'll be him done for the day. I thought I'd airbrush the green on the Knight instead of trying to hand brush it, because if I hand brush it, it's going to take months. Because it's such a vibrant colour. The airbrush is definitely the way to go. Nice, solid, flat coat, and it comes out brilliantly. I think I need to thin the moot green a little bit better though, as it did clog up my brush. So I'll need to clean that and then carry on with the rest tomorrow. So Squirrel Girl is finished, apart from I really hate her eyes, so I might give it another shot tomorrow, depending on how I feel. In contrast to Squirrel Girl, however, I'm really happy with the way these Mandalorians come out. Can't wait to finish the rest of the core set. There's not much left to do for Mickey. He's well underway, and in fact, I think he'll be done tomorrow. The zombies are almost done as well, so I might be able to get this lot finished tomorrow as well, which would be a great day. 5 bottles in one day, perfect. Airbrush was definitely the way to go with this. I think if I had to hand paint it, I would be sobbing in the corner by the end of the week. Today is 1780 and I've woken up feeling like absolute crap, so I will not be doing much today whatsoever. I'm going to finish off Mickey, and I'll probably start the yellow on a couple of these firefighting zombies. I did get bored last night, however, and I finished off some more bits for this Imperial Knight. Look how vibrant that green is. Thankfully, there's not much left to do on Mickey whatsoever. It's just finish off his jacket, his head, and his shoes, really. So I'll knock him out fairly quickly, and then I can wallow in self-pity of being ill. While the couple of washes that I used to Mickey dries, I thought I'd get a couple of the zombies yellow done, so that's out of the way and a little bit closer towards completion. So there's Mickey finished. He just needs to be varnished, and eventually he'll be based whenever I get around to basing the rest of the Doctor Who stuff. And this is all I could really handle without feeling too nauseous. Hopefully I'll get more of the firefighters done tomorrow. Today is 1781 and I am feeling rougher than sandpaper, so I will not be doing much at all today. I'm just going to finish the yellow on the 2 that I missed yesterday, and I'm going to give it a shade, and I think that'll be it for today. I really can't sort of concentrate or see what I'm doing, to be honest. I keep my eyes keep sort of watering up, so it's not really ideal conditions to do my hobby streak, but at least I got a little bit done. So there we are. Like I said, not much done whatsoever. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better tomorrow and be able to sort of finish these guys off. Today is 1782 and I'll be finishing off these zombie firemen. For these guys, it's just a matter of doing the skin and finishing off the rest of their suits, and they'll be done. I won't be doing their bases or sort of goring them up or varnishing them anything today. I'll save that for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel a lot better then. And here we are. I'm quite happy with the way they've come out. They definitely need some blood splatter and to finish on those bases, but as I said, that's a problem for tomorrow. This week has been quite a good week. We've got a fair amount done. The night is coming along nicely. I'm still not happy with Squirrel Girl's eyes. I might have to retry those, but all in all, I'm very happy. I have bought some better thinner for the night, so I'll be doing that later. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.